Hi there everybody, how's it going? I hope you're all doing very well indeed. This is myself, Matty Tomato. Thanks ever so much for tuning in, and welcome back to Transport Fever. This is episode 4 of our Metropolis achievement run here, where we're aiming to get a town, town to turn into a city, and subsequently attain 1,500 residents. That was the correct number. So new session today, which means new hotel. So I'm somewhere else now. Very different location, very different type of hotel as well. It looks a little bit samey, sort of towards like in my background, but it's actually a very different type of room, which is kind of nice, just to change things up a little bit. Anyway. So in the last episode, it was a few days ago actually that I recorded, but I remember we set up Streatham over here. I think we set up the passenger line here, the little train, little shuttle train over here between Streatham and Gainsborough, and what we're hoping to do is generate some passenger traffic for this train, and hopefully maybe sort of get a little bit sort of interconnectivity going on here at Gainsborough, with the hope that that interconnecting traffic will basically allow Gainsborough to grow a little bit more, which would be quite nice actually. Unfortunately, all those people that just got off that tram there, oh no, there wasn't a tram there, but I thought there was a tram there. Okay, there's 18 people waiting there. We still have, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we have 2 trams still doing this route here. Now, I don't know whether they're both profitable. One of them not really, the other one very. Yeah, we'll see how we get on with those 2 trams. I'm feeling that actually eventually we will want 2 trams anyway, even if they're perhaps the because we're going to get the new tram, which is going to have the capacity, the higher capacity. But ultimately, I still think this is going to be profitable to run 2 trams, especially if we're trying to grow this place. We want to have like fairly frequent service so that people are more encouraged to use it. Did anybody get on there? No, that's a bit of a shame. I know there's actually people waiting down here now, which is nice. There's 5 people waiting down at Streatham, which is good. Yeah, it's a shame that nobody actually got on there, but it is what it is. Meanwhile, over here at Tadcaster, we've got 38 people waiting. That's fantastic. Still plenty of use on that train, and this food train over here continues to be profitable as well, which is nice. I think that's our most profitable route right now. Yes, it is. That is actually our most profitable route, which is kind of interesting, actually. But ultimately, I think the passenger line is going to, certainly this Tadcaster to Gainsborough is eventually going to overtake that in terms of revenue. A couple of suggestions are coming up potentially about making some construction bricks over here. So in particular with the quarry, it was suggested to perhaps run some stone over to this materials plant over here to make some construction material, which maybe then could be hauled over to Streatham or perhaps Caterton or something like that. That was suggested. Possibly. Not sure. There's a giant hill in the middle here, though. That's the only thing. So actually, what we'd have to do is we'd have to build a road bridge there, have a freight station, and then it'd have to almost run all the way around here, around the back. And it might just be a little bit finicky. That's all. That's the only real problem there. And if we were running construction material, because I think it's the industries that want it, isn't it? Yeah, the industries want it. If we were to do it into Streatham, then of course it's all at the back here. And if we were to do it into Caterton, yes, it's in a good spot. You know, this is quite easy to haul up here. But then it's got this entire track all the way back there, where it's not really making any money. In fact, it's not making any money at all on that entire stretch back. So, yeah, not too sure as to whether I want to do that. There was also the suggestion of... I've forgotten now. I think it was this. I think it was a similar thing over here to create some... was it this? Oh, no, it wasn't that one. No. Oh, maybe not. No, maybe there was something else that someone suggested, and I've got to be honest, I've actually totally forgotten. Because that's iron ore. Oh, I genuinely can't remember. Stone into planks. Planks are not like generally demanded, are they? No, you have to use planks to make other things. Oh, I genuinely can't remember what the suggestion was. It may have been this, you know, it may have been the oil to fuel over this way. And then up to Kirkby. oil to fuel and then across to Kirkby, because that wouldn't really intervene with any, or cross any passenger traffic, because the passengers are coming over this way. So that might be something we might want to do in terms of industries. That's a possibility, to say the very least. Right now, though, okay, so this train here has just left, which is kind of frustrating, because actually I think perhaps some of these people may have wanted to get on that train coming over here from Streatham. Is it picking anybody up? Yeah, there's one person. There's a lot of people here now, though. And this is kind of the thing that I'm hoping for is, yes, I want the passenger traffic to sort of go around Gainsborough and then to other places, but also I want passengers to get off at Gainsborough so that then the trams become much more viable. So there's only 4 people on this one, for example. This one's fairly busy, but once this one gets around here, there's 37 people to pick up, so there's still going to be lots of people waiting here. So having that extra tram is very helpful, otherwise I'd have to do like 2 full runs with the same tram, and I don't think that would be very good. So yes, I think 2 trams here is going to be fine. I think so, anyway. Yeah, I think this is going to change. Certainly because that one's just picked up a bunch of people as well. It's just left without that person, or did they maybe get there too late? That's quite possible. Just wonder whether it might also be worth cutting here. I think that's worth doing. So we want a small street there, and upgrade that to a tramway. So if I then go look at the lines, yeah, that's going to go down there now, which is perfect. So, actually, I think I might bulldoze that section. And then instead, just go back to... That's it, there we go. I couldn't remember how you did that. Yeah, so just across there like that. And allow that to build instead. Like maybe an inroad off of there, worst come to worst. But yeah, just to shorten that trip a little bit, because I think that's a bit too far out the way and a bit unnecessary. So let's just shorten that trip a little bit there. Just to confirm that it's still actually working. Yes, it is. Okay. So that tram should be full. It is. And this one's going to come around here and is going to pick up more people. So yes, hopefully... How many people are waiting there? 5. But then a couple of people got off. So that's okay. Yeah, okay. Not many people using this one now, but obviously as it grows around here, then more people will use that, I'm sure. Okay, good. 2.4 million in the bank. Now, we could potentially look at this boat. Now, the question is, how much is it actually all going to cost? So a cargo harbour, a couple of 100k. And then we'd need a shipyard. Possible. Okay, I think I'm going to look at this. So the first things first is, in regards to the cargo harbour, can I, if I expand this road, small country road, I put that there, is this cargo harbour going to reach? Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, right, so let's put that there. So that will automatically pick up from that farm. Perfect. And then we need... Now, I'm hoping that this is actually navigable waters, because that would be highly embarrassing if not. And then if I swing this around here like that... Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Brilliant. Okay. And then, because it's going to be coming over this way, so maybe somewhere in the middle? No, because if it gets empty... Just thinking about if I have to send a boat back to... I think I'll put it here. Is that the correct way? Yeah, that is the correct way. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now, you don't actually need... No. I was going to say, you don't actually need road access to these docks here. Right, so let's go... we've got... Just looking at the colours. Let's go with like a ludicrous light green. Or... Should we try something else? Okay, new bus available. Some sort of pink. That could be funny. I think I'm actually going to go orange, though, because I kind of just want like the same... Oh, yes, these are navigable waters. That's perfect. So we want Tadcaster... I'm just going to call it Tadcaster Foods Inc. as well. But obviously it's going to be a picture of a boat instead of a... Yeah, okay, so this is going to be food. So, there's several boats we could get here. Right. So this one is for crude oil, oil and fuel. Grain, livestock and food. So it's between this one and this one. That's got a capacity of 152. That one's got a capacity of 252. That one costs 380k a year. I think it's, even though this one's more expensive up front, and in general is more expensive, I think just the extra capacity is going to be useful. So I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to paint it beautifully orange, and I'm going to buy that one. And I'm going to chuck that onto there. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so let's get the boat going. It doesn't cost that much per year. So what I'm hoping is, yeah, see, the downside is this is actually quite close to here, so it's probably not going to pick up that much early on. And in actual fact, what's probably going to happen here... I don't really want it to go all the way there with like an empty run. I don't really want it to do that. So what I might do is, like, once it's left, this might start producing, so then I'll just sort of turn it round. Which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. So, oh yeah, you can increase the number of terminals and whatnot if you wanted to. But, yeah, so hopefully this is going to work out. It looks quite interesting. Obviously just, yeah. Interesting, yeah, okay. So we'll see how that does. In particular, I have absolutely no idea as to how long it's actually going to take to get up there. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be... right, so that is now leaving. But what we'll do is we'll probably turn it around. So once we get some food here, I'll probably just sort of... Or rather some livestock and grain, I'll turn this around. Initially, though, it's probably going to be like, oh, no line usage. So... For quite a while, I think this is going to operate at a loss. Oh no, there we go. There's some food there now. So actually, I'm just going to turn that around right now. So at least it's got something to pick up. So it's not going to be an empty run all the way up there. Now there's more and more food piling up here, which is kind of good. Could ditch the grain cars on this one and just run the livestock. It can still make food if you do that. But I still quite like the idea of the train that's dedicated to just running some grain, but it's not going to make money, that's the thing. That's what's annoying about that. Okay, so this boat is now leaving with at least something on board, so that's not going to be too much of a problem. And it's just going to boost this, really. Now, I don't know how much money it's actually going to make, this particular route, but nonetheless, I think... I mean, the alternative here is to carry on going with what we've got here, but eventually just get like a more powerful train that can just run this a hell of a lot faster. That's the alternative option. Right, so how are we doing on this? Okay, there's actually people waiting here for Streatham, which is great. 16 people waiting there, 13 people on board. Okay, so I'm hoping very soon, yeah, this Streatham line here is going to start to turn a profit soon. Both of the trams in Gainsborough are now making money as well. The Streatham bus, on the other hand, is not doing so well. I guess it's quite a small place here, really. Also, I did pick the more expensive bus to run. So, you know, I sort of didn't really plan that out very well. But it's not doing too bad. It's losing 36k, but it's not doing too bad. I think as this area grows, that will start to make money. Right, that's going to grab everybody. Excellent. Okay, so I think that one now... Yes, the Streatham is now going to start turning a profit. The Streatham train, which is perfect. So, and there's going to be more and more people waiting at Gainsborough now, which is where going for the longer station was the better idea, because we can eventually do longer trains. So that's going to work out really rather nicely, I think. Unfortunately, a couple of people, or one person was left behind there. But we're doing okay. Yeah, more bits and bobs are slowly going to be produced here. Because it's got to fire up, really. It's moving at a fairly okay-ish rate. It's not too bad, actually, all things considered. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, the train is still very successful. How much is this going to make? It's just about full of food. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Excellent. Considering there's quite a lot of grain cars on there as well, I feel like actually. Just looking at the. Oops, my mat is going a little bit crazy. Just looking at the grain usage. Yes, there's a fair amount of grain. I think I'm just going to take one of those, because 52 is quite a lot here. I think I'm just going to take one of those grain carts off of there, just to lighten the train a little bit. So, just remove one of those. What am I doing? Oh no. Ugh. I've had a total mind blank, and I've completely forgotten how to do something. Right, so this is going to be a tremendous waste of money. There we go. That was what I was looking for, was this. There we go. I had to click on that. That's why. What an idiot. Right, so we've still got the number. I've just accidentally wasted a tiny little bit of money there, that's all. Okay, but I have removed one of the grain carts. So the money I've made from selling the grain cart, I've probably just spent on actually replacing the... Wait, what? Oh, I've got it on pause, that's why. Oh my god, I'll tell you what. Epic failures today. Right, so yeah, this is going to be a little bit lighter now, because of the fact it's missing a grain cart, but that's okay, because what we want here is, of course, we've got the 4 livestock ones are going to be fine to be able to take the livestock, and then they can bring the food back. But there's not that much grain here, so I'm inclined to just take one of the grains away. It can still take 39, and then there's still 19 here. So it's not too bad. I need to obviously wait for this to fully pass the point before I can... There we go, right, because it doesn't need to go there. So let's just send it around to this way to start picking this stuff up. Yeah, so I think that's a good thing to do. There's not a lot kicking around over here, but I think what's going to happen is once this boat arrives and the farm realises it can actually produce a hell of a lot more, and there's actually, you know, a genuine route going on here, then this will actually get better and the production will increase. Just looking at this. Yeah, so you know when... Yeah, try to ship more food. Well, this is the thing. So shipping more of this food out of here will encourage it to produce more, but also we're going to get more raw resources in here as well with this ship. So unfortunately, it's got to go past and then do a big turn. But that's, you know, it's just one of those things. So that's gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt. But cause I think it's got to get to this open bit over here, and then it's got to do like almost like a UE. Yeah, there we go. So it does a big UE and turns around and then goes into there. But that's good. Okay, 37 food waiting there. And we have capacity of 52. Okay. So I'm still contemplating the idea of perhaps just maybe going down to 2 grains and adding an extra livestock / food to be able to haul this stuff away. Because now that we've got this extra set of deliveries coming in here, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that actually does. Ultimately, of course, that is got a huge capacity. I may have been able to go with the smaller boat, you know, but I think this is going to be okay. How much money is it actually going to make? That's the thing. 93. Is that it? Okay, that wasn't a lot because there's not a lot on board. That's why. But yeah, ultimately, I think it will help. Also, of course, this trip on the way back is basically like dud. The only way we could do it is if we hauled the food down to here and built a new dock, but then that sort of takes away stuff from the... Yeah, I don't really want to take stuff away from the train. Just about full then on the food. So yeah, I'm tempted to take away one of the grains. To then take more livestock. But yeah, there's now more food and grain and livestock here now, because now that it's sort of gone, oh hey, actually there's a boat that will take this stuff, so that's good. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that anyway. That's nearly full. That one's doing okay. What do we got here? There's lots of numbers here. Okay, so we're still okay in terms of capacity on both of these trains. What is going on there? Oh my god, that's 51 people. That's 2 runs on the bus. And there's 20 people about to be kicked off here as well. Almost feel like we need another bus here. Because that's still a lot of people that are going to have to wait there, but... I hope we're going to be okay, because it may well be that we actually get another bus here. Not sure. I'm also inclined to extend this track up to Kirkby. Now, the interesting thing about doing that, of course, is temporarily I won't need to buy another train or anything like that. But what I probably will do is I'll add another passenger cart to this one to make it a little bit bigger, because it's going to obviously be longer between stations. There's so many people waiting around here. Look at this. There's 33 people waiting there. Hardly any of them are going to be picked up. There's 30 people waiting there. So even with 2 trams, we're still struggling to keep up with this. Do I need another tram? I think I'm going to spit one out. Like, just to temporarily cover some of this extra stuff. But it could well be that 3 trams might be needed here. These are going to be a little bit close together. So what I might do is I may just hold this guy. Yeah, I'm just going to hold him here for a little while. Because there's just temporarily, I think it's going to be worth it to have 3 trams here. Okay, off you go. Because yeah, there's still so many people just kicking around. We need more capacity. We're going to pick up a good number of people here, but still, I think we still need this extra tram. Especially with there's... Oh my god. This is good. This is really, really good news. But wowzer. It may have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction to buy the 3rd tram, but nonetheless. Because there's still... Yeah, I think it may have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, but nonetheless, I still think it's going to be worthwhile, if nothing else, just to pick up all these people. Because by the time this other one comes around, there's still going to be people waiting here, because it's not going to be able to pick everybody up. And then subsequently, it's not going to be able to pick up anybody here. So for a while, that's still going to be worthwhile. So I'll keep that going there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode. And what I'm going to do is, in the next episode, we're going to extend this track here. And I'm going to go up to Kirkby. So we'll do that. We'll probably add another passenger car to the train and then extend the route to Kirkby. And we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of food here now. Yeah, we'll probably need to review this train as well. Because again, the grain, there's not a lot of grain kicking around here. So I'm thinking again, we ditch one of the grain cars here. And reduce the capacity on the grain cars to then increase the ability to be able to haul more food away. Because you need grain or livestock here. You don't need to haul both. We're hauling both because of the convenience of it. But you don't need to haul both. So we'll review that as well. But that's it for now. So cheers for watching, guys. This has been myself, Manic Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series. Join me next time for more from our Transport Fever here and our Metropolis achievement run. See you later.